There's something about um, promises, right? Especially those of us who run for office, those of us who want to be representatives of the rest of us, and so you make these what they call campaign promises that you're supposed to honor and keep. I mean, that's the expectation. Well, okay. Um, so I remember when Donald Trump ran the first time. Um, was it the first time when he said he was going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it? Yeah, the first time. I'll build a wall on the border, on the southern border of the United States, between the United States and Mexico, and I'll make Mexico pay for it. It's not going to cost us a penny. He won, and the president of Mexico at the time said, kick rocks. We're not paying for any wall or any portion of it. So Donald Trump turned to the legislators, the Congress, and he said, I'm going to need some money for this wall that I promised to build. And they said, no, we don't have money for that. I remember at the time, Trump's supporters were saying, give him the money, give it to him. And his detractors, myself included, said, no, don't give Donald Trump the money for the wall. He already told us in the campaign how the wall was going to be paid for. And if he can't accomplish that, that's not on us to step up and make it happen. Right? Okay. Well, Trump's supporters were very angry about that. They were very angry that Trump's detractors, myself included, were saying, no, you cannot have the money for the wall. You can't have the $500 million to get it started or finished or whatever the line was at the time. And I remember thinking, it's odd that this man can make a promise to them, not fulfill it, and they become angry at us for not helping him do it, which was a total opposite way of the way he said it would be done. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I remember at that time thinking, if his supporters, if they don't hold him accountable for his words now, it's only going to get worse later. All right. Well, it's later. All right. We are at war now with Iran, and we don't know how long this war is going to last, but it's neither here nor there, because he promised there wouldn't be wars. Remember, he said this is the end of it. His campaign, if he wins and he's elected president, will be the end of it. Now, Kamala Harris, he said, would get us into war, but he wouldn't. He said that he would accomplish the same goals by negotiations and deal making. That's what he said. Okay, well, he hasn't negotiated or made a deal with Iran or Venezuela or Yemen or any of the other places that he has bombed. So what's going on? Well, his detractors, myself included, are saying you broke your promise, but his supporters are very, very proud that he did. And this is the part that baffles me. Why? Why? What are you happy about? What the man said, I'm going to do this way. I'm going to negotiate and make deals. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say you can't negotiate with terrorists, right? Okay, but that was the line from the other people who he was putting down at the time when he said, they do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. So if you don't believe you can negotiate with terrorists, you didn't say that to him at the time when he was making the campaign promises. So the problem here is that Donald Trump never seems to get held to his word or accountability for his actions by the people who claim to love him. And that being the case, things will never get better. It's only going to get worse, as we see that it already has.